Hi there, it's Jackie again, and I'm back with part two. I've stuck this down to the, let's put the lights on, I've stuck this down to the paper and I'm going to put this on the back. I could put it just like that, but I'd quite like to decorate it a little bit. So I'm going to use these paint chips. Obviously this one picks up all the blues in the picture. There's a tiny bit of pink there and in this lady's dress. So I'm just going to do that and then we'll cut it down. So that's my next job, is to glue the back of the photograph. I'm doing it this way just for ease, really. Rather than try and cut the... So sorry, I am going to knock into this tripod occasionally. I do apologise for that. And the pink, I'm not going to have the deep pinks. I'm just going to go for this third one down, and I'm butting these up together because although I'm obviously going to get some bulk with this arrangement of, you know, layering things up, I want to keep it to a minimum. And then I'm just going to cut this. Obviously you can use a craft knife. If I was doing this without the tripod and with more space, I probably, well, would I? I might use a craft knife, depends really. I perhaps would opt for that because it's quite stiff card. And then that's going on just to one side so that I can put some writing down here. And I'm going to glue that with the tacky glue. And then I'm left with the third photograph. I was going to say the problem of the third photograph, but it's not really a problem. Oh, there's my top gone. It's just disappear. Did you see where that went? I don't know where that went. I've rounded the corners of this card because I quite like rounded corners when I'm putting something into a pocket. So that's ready to write on. Hopefully I can remember the names of the ladies that were there. This one is staying there. So I've got this, this, and this little photograph. So I think I'm just going to pop this down here. I'm going to cut it down. I could use my scissors, but I have this little mini guillotine. I think this is by Tonic. I actually love this little thing. It's super for all of this type of stuff and keeps the edges reasonably square. So that's going to go there. I'm just going to take my pen, go round. With this one I actually did a little bit of inking around that. It looked quite bland around the edges, so I used walnut stain distress ink, and I'll show you how I did that in a second. So that's going to get glued down there. With this I just went round as we do with the distress ink, and I meant to do this side as well, so let's do this side. The glue is just making this curl a little bit at the moment, bend a little bit, but that it'll straighten out, it'll be fine. Don't worry too much about all of that. Do those bits. So we're going to glue that there. This really has become, apart from the butterfly, this is sort of the focal point of this page. And I was looking through the small talk. As I said, I do like to put a few words on, and I found this, which says, I just want to make nice things. So I'm going to put that on there. But again, I'm going to take the trouble to take the white edge off. Things really do look better if you do that. Well, I think they do. Sorry, I shouldn't, I mean, everybody's got their own opinion, but I think they look better. Now my glue won't come out because I've got it upside down. And that's quite a lot of glue on there, so let's get rid of some of that. So that's going to go there. So it says I just want to make nice things, which I do. So I'm going to put a little bit of writing down here. So I've added "so I did." I'm going to glue that on, and then I'm going to do some writing about this event, and I'm not going to film myself doing that, obviously. For one thing, it'd be really boring, and I don't necessarily think it's worth sharing my writing. That's between me and nobody else, although you may be able to see some, but I will show you what it looks like at the end. I might also do a little border around this page, so I shall stick this on and then do a little border here, possibly around this one as well, but I'll need to think about that. And it will be literally just what I'd call a doodly border, so you just sort of do that, maybe another line. This is hard to do around the tripod, so I'm not going to do too much of this on camera. We'll get away with that one. And sometimes a few little squiggles look nice. Okay, so that just frames that a little bit, and we might do that along there, but I'll think about that one. So that's that page done, apart from the writing. I've chosen, because I want this journal to look quite nice, I want it to match the beautiful papers and the cover, I've chosen this napkin to decoupage. So what I will do, I've cut a corner off the whole napkin. I will take the top layer, there are 3 layers here. I'm going to take the top layer off and just put that over. I don't know if I can do that while I've got time for this. Maybe. This is always the fiddliest bit with the napkin decoupage. So take off that top layer, and I will be able to see, is that way up? I will be able to see some of my writing underneath as well, but I don't mind that. It'll look fine. And what I'll do is tear around here, making sure I do cover up as much as possible. So it'll be torn around there. I will use, what am I going to use to put that on? Probably matte medium or collage porge, which I'll show you next time. And then I'll find a nice photograph to put here as well, and that'll be quite a nice spread in this journal. So thank you all for watching Journal with Me 1, parts A and B, and I'll be back soon.